What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Eddie J, back with another video today. Super excited, man. I just came back from Philadelphia. I was out there kicking it with my brother Prophet. If you don't know who I am, man, if you're a fan of battle rap, you know who he is, man. This is actually one of my soldiers when I was in the military, so he and I used to go always battle rap back and forth. But he's a phenomenal dude, man. So shout out to him. We got the hats. You see me rock a lot of his gear, man. So that's my bro, man. We always working on stuff together. So it was definitely an incredible opportunity just to spend time with my brother, man. And that's really one of the keys, man. Like, you definitely want to keep good people in your life, man, because good people that are inspired, that are motivated, and they keep going, that inspires you to stay motivated and keep going as well too, though, guys. So I appreciate you guys becoming part of my family, kicking it, vibing with me, man. Appreciate the comments. You know what I'm saying? I try to go back and like you guys' content as well too, man. Shout out to my guy Pooh, man. He be watching like a lot of my videos as well, man. So salute to you, bro. My guy Bruce as well. But what I want to talk to you guys about today is, I would say probably one of the best power washing groups on Facebook, and that's the Power Washing Bros, because that group right there was actually created by my guy Nevin Shields, who's actually in my local area, but he's like a county over, so he's like in the capital of Pennsylvania, which is Harrisburg, bigger market than it is here in Lancaster. But he's out there killing it, and I actually had the opportunity to go out to eat with him late last year, I believe, and it was just dope, man. He's a young guy, he's hungry, really takes the time to develop himself, and he's really all about, you know, the young guys winning, man. You know what I'm saying? Because there is a lot of the old mentality, the old guys in here, like they're almost acting like your dad or something, like, oh, you got to do it this way, and trying to teach you step by step, and not allowing you to just kind of figure stuff out and want you to just like buy their products and all that type of stuff. But he does a lot of phenomenal stuff in that group. He always, when you first come into there, you'll get that welcome, and it'll show you right there at the top, just to use the search feature, which a lot of people that are in some groups, they're not familiar with, because they'll come in and they'll ask questions and they'll be like, hey, why nobody's not answering my question? But in a lot of those groups, if the question was asked, if you're just a part of those groups, you have the ability to just go over there, click the search bar. In the search bar, you can search for topics that are relevant to whatever you're looking for. So utilize that. He's a big proponent on utilizing that. But it's probably one of the only groups where it's not all that bickering and going back and forth. That's probably one of my main reasons that I don't really participate in some of the groups, because I'm not one of them dudes that's going to sit up there and argue with people back and forth. But he does an excellent job of, you know, making sure that, you know, we got the right people in that group and it's the right energy. And he always sets up interviews with different vendors, also other big people that are on YouTube that do a lot of pressure washing videos and stuff like that. Hopefully he and I could do a video one day. Still working on my own thing. You know what I mean? But that's definitely one of the illest young dudes, man. When I saw my man, I saw this young dude. He's already up there putting up videos and stuff like that on YouTube, and I just really admire his attitude and his activity, his work ethic, man. So salute to him. What else we got going on? This is definitely the time of year when I would say a lot of people that are in the pressure washing industry, if that's their main source of income, or if that's their bread and butter, that's what they do. You hear a lot of guys talk about being depressed in this season and stuff like that, because you're not getting phone calls. If you're in a place where it's cold and you can't really go out there and complete the jobs and complete the task, and you're not really trying to do it, or there's just not as much volume. This is the perfect time to really be, you know, tinkering on your equipment and doing all those little things, getting your signs ready, and just being able to put yourself in position so that you can launch your business and catapult you. Because if there's a bunch of people sitting around, they're just waiting to press that ad button on Google and all that type of stuff, which is fine, and that'll be good. But not everybody is willing to hit the ground running and do that groundwork. When you got marketing, there's always two components. You can spend a lot of time, or you can spend a lot of money. If you have a lot of time and you don't want to spend a lot of money, you can go out there, shake hands, kiss babies, you know what I'm saying, introduce yourself, which is a little bit harder now with the COVID and stuff like that. But there's still ways around it. You can reach out to people via phone and stuff like that. A lot of people are working remotely. If you want to reach out to some property managers and stuff like that, you can go out there, put up yard signs, of course. There's a few other, methods that you can do that's going to generate you some business where you actually have to like physically do legwork. And then there's other things that you can do that's paid for and stuff like that. I know one of the questions that I get a lot of times is, should I do Home Advisor or Angie's List or any of those? Do what you want. It's your money, right? I wouldn't suggest it personally because I just feel like for the investment, the amount of money that you're going to be putting up on them, I would put that money into yard signs or Google Ads, like, because they want a year commitment. I think it's like $3,600. $3,600. I feel like for marketing, I can kill it with, you know what I mean. And then I can go direct to consumer as well too. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's Facebook and stuff like that. If you got the time to just be on Facebook all day, I know a lot of times I got a lot of people that know what I do. They'll hit me up on Facebook like, oh, it's a job over here. And a lot of times I don't really go after those because then there's like 15 other people. Oh, I do press. I ain't into all that. You know what I'm saying? I can just go direct and find my own customer. You know what I mean? And then, as you grow and stuff like that, you'll have more time to kind of be more selective as well. You got to get to that point where you're selective. You're not trying to do, especially if you're a one-man truck, you're not trying to do every single job. You know what I mean? You're trying to get your bag and stuff like that. There's no need to be greedy because it's only so much daylight out there. You know what I mean? Unless you're washing at night and all that extra stuff. But you're going to get tired if you're just a solo person and stuff like that. So you just got to figure out what amount works for you and stuff like that. And if you got other side hustles or other things that you do, that's good as well too. But you got to know, if you're down, if you're feeling depressed at this particular time, man, don't even worry about it because it's going to bounce back. Everything happens in cycles and stuff like that. That's one of the good things about being in the Northeast. We get all the weather, you know what I mean? So we get cold winters, we get hot summers, we get nice springs, we get cool falls and stuff like that. You know what I mean? You really get to experience it. But what that does in your mind, as far as that mental shift as well too, like, you gotta understand, like, winter's coming. When it's nice outside, you don't even think that it's ever gonna be freezing like this. But it's snow out here right now and it's freezing. But you gotta understand that this is just a point in time, just like anything else, and you're gonna get through it. You know what I mean? Like, winter has an end date. You know what I mean? And when spring hits, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's a promise. You know what I mean? That's a promise, man. After winter comes spring. After spring comes summer. After summer comes fall. You know what I'm saying? That's a promise. That's a promise. You know what I'm saying? And that's a promise not only when it comes to the seasons, but that's a promise for your income level as well too. Some people might be in their winter right now as far as their money and stuff. They things is frozen. They can't make stuff happen like they want to. But if you're working towards your goal, you're going to get to a part where, you know what, it's been freezing. Something got to happen. And guess what? Something is going to spring up. You just have to be prepared for it. You know what I'm saying? Prepared for it. You know what I'm saying? That was a saying. It says proper prior preparation prevents poor performance. Proper prior preparation prevents poor performance. So if you're doing the right preparation before you go perform the task, like, you ready, you in the zone. That's what you got to get to, man. Get your reps in right now. You know what I mean? Like, if you're a basketball player, get your shots up. Get your shots up. You know what I'm saying? Once you get your shots in, you're going to feel more comfortable. You know what I mean? If you got a little work to get done around the house, start with your own crib. You know what I mean? If you just starting your business, wash your crib. You know what I'm saying? You start getting your stuff together, wash your crib. Like, I have a neighbor, two doors over. She's an older lady. She lives by herself. And that was my first customer ever. I charged her $130 to wash her house. I didn't know. I was like almost practicing, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm using a green tip, red tip, all that type of stuff. I got the long extension pole because it's a 3-story house. You know what I mean? But I practice on that. And you know what? Every year I wash her house for free. You know what I'm saying? Just because she saw me, she believed in me. I didn't even know what I was doing. You know what I'm saying? At that time, you know what I mean? But I appreciated that. You know what I mean? Like, when she's out now, I go out and shovel her front and everything, yo. I love talking to Miss Mary. She's a great individual. But, like, people just start to see what you do. You know what I'm saying? Like, and then Especially if you're watching videos, man. Like really, right now you should be studying. You in school. You in school right now. You know what I'm saying? You're getting that learned knowledge. That's what I say. You get that learned knowledge first right now. You're watching YouTube videos. You're getting that learned knowledge. You know, I might do more videos on how to, but I mean, there's a million how to. It's YouTube. You can just click in how to, and you see a million videos of somebody showing you how to spray the thing. And I imagine if you in the game at least at first you at least know how to operate the pressure washer. If you don't, 'cause like me, when I first started, I didn't know, I never used the pressure washer. You know what I mean? I never used the pressure washer prior to starting a pressure washing company. But that's neither here nor there. I am where I am now because I didn't quit and I just decided that this is something that I wanted to do and I just stayed the course for it, man. And that's the thing, guys. Stay the course, man. Whatever you want to accomplish, whatever you want to do it. You know what I mean? If your goal is to make $100,000, $200,000, $500,000, $1 million, you know, start working towards that goal. You know what I mean? And I believe that you'll definitely get there. You know what I mean? But I just try to keep my video short. 10 minutes. I'm at 10:46 right now. 10:46 right now. So I'm about to shut this thing down. But hey, man, if you guys have questions, comments, please subscribe, like the video. I'm at like 248, so 2 more people will not be at 250. So if you can help me get to 250, I definitely appreciate it. On our way to 1,000 subscribers here, man. But hey, it's your boy Eddie J signing off. Have a great one.